Hello and welcome to this week's Speedrun. Over the past 2 weeks, PlayStation held an amazing event. Deltarune Chapter 2 was released and the Game Pass library grows. Let's jump in. But first, I wanted to wish everyone a happy Hispanic Heritage Month. I know Twitch is one of the many platforms planning on highlighting its Hispanic creators, so be sure to check it out. And now on to some gaming news, with Deltarune Chapter 2 being released. I don't know much about the series as a part of my backlog curse, but something that I really admired about the developer Toby Fox is the fact that he has made Deltarune Chapters 1 and 2 free, since, quote, it's been rough for everyone recently. Doing this as a solo dev means even more to me, so I hope you all will dive into a fan-favorite series with me. Next was the SMT Nahabino trailer. This trailer doesn't give us a lot of additional information about the game, but we do get a little info as to who is fusing with the protagonist. The man refers to himself as Aogami, which surprised me because I thought Hayo Koshimizu was the one completing the fusion. My idea hasn't been deconfirmed, but I am starting to rethink some things. Among Us has done it again by creating an official Space Bean costume. My only reservations about this are the lack of armholes, which I think they could have made work. If you had clear sleeves on the costume and then had the hands match the costume's color, it would have been just like the game. Innerslav, I think you should look into this. Battlefield 2042 has been delayed to November 19th, 2021, so fans will have to wait a little while longer. And now on to the biggest event that happened last week, my birthday. And guess what PlayStation did to celebrate? They threw a whole event, and it was great. This event definitely brightened up my week along with others. Fans are breaking down every aspect of this event, including the opening cinematic where fans claim to have found hidden messages. The Sly Cooper icon, God of War artwork, and a Fall Guys Easter egg were found. Some fans say Final Fantasy XVI's release date was teased in this image. I'll leave links to theories down below if you want more information. The very first reveal for the event was a Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake. I will be the first to admit that I haven't played Knights of the Old Republic, but for the people that have been hyping the crap out of this game, y'all better play it. They literally made this for you. Next on the docket was Project Eve, and I think my friend Sean summed this preview up the best. This game is literally Devil May Cry Waifu Edition. I didn't understand any of the possible story elements that could have been here, but I am very intrigued. This doesn't look like a story-driven game, so I am praying the combat is amazing because I really want to try this. It's not often we get a badass lady as the MC, so I have to check this out. Tiny Tina's Wonderland had a short gameplay preview, and I can't lie. This trailer didn't do anything for me, which sucks. I think they need to lean way more into the D&D elements of the game if they haven't already. The gameplay was aesthetically more fantastical, but it felt more like a reskin than an actual gameplay transformation. We do get some cutscenes where Tiny Tina was sitting in front of a game map, but we don't get any of that in the actual gameplay. Now, take this with a grain of salt because I haven't played Borderlands in years, so this is just my perspective. Forspoken was another gameplay trailer that didn't really impress me, unfortunately. I liked it, but it didn't make me want to play it right this minute, which is fine. Not every game is going to be that way. I guess I just expected a little bit more. And then we got Rainbow Six Extraction, and it provided, I don't think, anything new for us to see. So unless you didn't see the Ubisoft Forward event, I think you're fine missing this preview. The next big announcement was Alan Wake Remastered. I am so glad the rumors for this remaster were actually true. I remember watching UberHaxorNova play the game on his channel, and I loved the experience. Although the remaster isn't as crisp as I feel it could be, it's exciting to see this game make a comeback. And then, for some reason, GTA 5 was once again added to the docket. Oh, Rockstar, how you wound me. The nightmare of having to watch another GTA 5 reveal was met with an equally scary nightmare in Ghostwire Tokyo. This time around, I don't think the fast pace worked for the trailer. Since this was the first story trailer, I wanted to slow down a bit so I can understand what's going on with the game. I'll have to give the trailer a rewatch, but other than that, everything was still looking pretty solid. Speaking of story trailers, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy showed off a little bit more about what's going on with the game. I don't think this trailer was as fun as the initial reveal, but it was still cool to see the crew together. Even if you don't get to play as all of them. Next was Battle Royale Vampire: The Masquerade Blood Hunt. This game is another one that surprised me. I was not expecting this to be a game to compete with Naraka Blade Point on the multiplayer front. Although this isn't a game that I'm going to be playing soon, I do think it's interesting that this is a vampire game that's focused on multiplayer instead of a single-player story-driven format. Then we had another preview for Deathloop to get our palates wet before the game was released this week. I've seen a lot of positive feedback on Twitter so far, which is awesome because I feel like this game wasn't getting a lot of attention before. Kid A Amnesia is an exhibition to Radiohead's Kid A and Amnesia. I believe this is going to be a digital experience similar to the ones we've seen presented by Epic Games in the past. This teaser gives me the feeling the experience will be much more immersive and not necessarily for kids, but we can look forward to finding out more in November. Chia is a super adorable open world game where you'll be exploring a world inspired by New Caledonia. On your adventures, you'll get to become the creatures you meet on the island and explore from a new perspective. I don't think we've seen a game like this in a while, especially not one based around New Caledonia, so I'm excited to see where Chia will go. And in case anybody is missing some Nathan Drake in their lives, the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection will be coming to PS5. At this point, we were approaching the end of the presentation, so you know that these next few announcements are going to be fire. Speaking of fire, we start with the Wolverine announcement trailer. Remember last week when I said I was excited to see Wolverine again? I feel like you heard me, guys. I was actually so hyped for this reveal and am dying to know more. I love Insomniac. The next game, which was not as hype for me, but hype for a lot of people, was Gran Turismo 7, or as I like to call it, PlayStation Forza, which will be coming out March 4th, 2022. I'm not sure if it was the quality of the stream, but to me, this game did not look as clean as Forza, which isn't a big deal, but still interesting considering that's kind of the appeal of a lot of racing car games now. I'm not a big fan of racing games though, so you guys will have to tell me what you think down in the comments below. Next was the Spider-Man 2 reveal, and oh my gosh, it was so great to see Spider-Man and Miles on the screen together. Unfortunately, Insomniac has already confirmed that there will be no co-op, but I'm still so excited to see them work together. And hopefully we'll get to switch between the two. And then to have Venom at the end? Did I mention I love Insomniac? And to close an excellent presentation, we had God of War Ragnarok. Santa Monica Studio has confirmed that this will be the end of the series in the Norse realm, so I can imagine this game is going to get wild. I still need to beat God of War 2018, embarrassed to say, so this is definitely giving me some motivation. Now let's close things out with some console updates, starting with Xbox. A few of this month's additions to Game Pass are a few games I've had my eye on. Superliminal, which is out now on Game Pass, is a first-person puzzler where you, quote, escape your own dream by tackling impossible puzzles based on perspective and optical illusions, end quote. Origami 2, which is also out now, is a stealth-focused game where you have to use your ninja skills along with a few powers to sneak past henchmen to get to your target. And Sable, which is also out now, is a beautiful game where you'll embark on a journey to adulthood while riding, climbing, and solving puzzles to figure out who Sabeless really is. Checking out PlayStation, starting with some PlayStation updates, the PlayStation blog highlighted THQ's first live stream event to celebrate its 10th anniversary. During the event, several games were announced like Destroy All Humans 2, Outcast 2, and my personal favorite, SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake. At the end of the event, they also teased that they still have 28 unannounced games up their sleeves. I'm happy to see THQ Nordic make a resurgence, and I will 100% be on the lookout for these updates. Interestingly enough, PlayStation did not announce this during their event, which means this is probably a recent acquisition, but PlayStation acquired Firespike Games, and they're the makers of the Playroom, the Player VR, and the Persistence. And to close things out with Nintendo with a console update, which I don't usually cover, but this was huge. The Nintendo Switch has exited the Dark Ages by having an update that finally allows you to use Bluetooth. Oh my gosh! Eastward also came out this past week, and it turns out Puma has an Animal Crossing New Horizons collection that has just launched. These pieces are actually really cute. I think they should take it to the next level by bringing the collection into the game so that you and your character can match. Deathloop, Life is Strange, True Colors, Psychonauts 2, Eastward, Sable, and Origami 2 were among the many games to come out in the past couple weeks, so if you can, please support them. How was this week in gaming? What news did you hear that I missed, and what games have you been playing recently? I really want to play some of the new releases, but I've got a backlog of games to finish. I'm still playing Ace Attorney, and I just got back into P5R to celebrate Persona's anniversary, but best believe Eastward and Deathloop are on my next list. Here on the channel, I am finally finishing up Resident Evil, so if you saw the last episode, look forward to a new one coming out very soon. Alright, well that's it for me. I'll see you all in the next week of gaming.